Hi kids, my name's Nicole and this is Let's Make Art, and you are here to paint where we're doing something holiday.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
We're painting Rudolph and I'm so excited to do this with you. So we have, let me show you the supplies. We have our paper and this already has an outline. So if you do not have this, then you can go to our website and go to our outline library and type in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and you can find that. We have our palette and the colors we're using today are red for his nose, sepia, which is a brown for the body part, and then we have some space blue because we're gonna make this darker part of the Rudolph's antlers a darker brown. So we're gonna use those three colors. We have, get any cup of water, your paintbrushes. I'm gonna be using a big and a small one. And then I think we're good.
Wow.
So we're gonna start with our motto. If you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am brave.
I am brave.
I am kind.
I am kind.
And I am creative.
And I am creative.
Let's do this. And then fist pump. And then let's have you say hi to our cameraman, Keenan, who's here with us. Also sporting a cool headpiece.
My headdress tried to take over. Hello.
So he's gonna be here painting with you and I today. So the first step is let's squeeze out. We're gonna start with our sepia. So squeeze some of your color out. And we're gonna start, so I'm gonna use my small brush right now because we're gonna start with the outside of the ears. So dip your brush in water, hit it off to the side, and then pick up your brown. And you're gonna paint the outside part of the ears. So we're gonna leave the inside blank right now because we want to color those later. Those are the inside of the ears. So we're gonna do the outside, and then I'm gonna move on to the top of his head. But because it's a larger area, I'm gonna switch to my big brush. So if you have that, switch to that. It'll make it a little bit easier. And we're gonna paint. I was wondering, do you know the other reindeer's names?
Ooh.
I do not know them all. I don't, how many are there?
I think there are 8, 9 with
Rudolph? So 9 total?
Yes.
Okay, if you know them, I want you to shout them out because I want to hear them. Okay, then we're going to keep painting while we're doing this. So we're going to paint, I'm going to leave all of this white for now, and we're going to paint the body part. Go across.
That is correct.
There's 9?
There are 9 with Rudolph.
Nice.
Rudolph joined in 1939.
Whoa! So before he wasn't there?
Right.
Oh, he joined the crew.
I know.
It's fun, I didn't know that.
He's an official crew member and a youngin'.
Okay, so we did that first step. Good job. Now, the second step is I want to show you a magic trick. Now, if this is your first time painting with us, I want you to know that water is a color that we like to use. So I want to show you something just really quickly. If I have a dark brown right here, if I just paint with water and come down, do you see that? Do you see how it's getting lighter and lighter? So water is a magical tool that you can use at any time to make a lighter color. So I'm gonna dip my brush in water and pull out some brown because I want a light brown. So we're gonna use that. Now, when we are doing this, the next step is we're gonna paint here. I'll show you. We're gonna paint the inside of the ears, this front part of his nose, face, and then this inside. But the thing is that mine is a little wet. So if you have a handy tool, you can use that. Or if you don't, what you can use is you can use a paper towel, and I'm just gonna dab on it to make sure that those parts are dry. So that way the color doesn't blend. And if it does blend, I think that always looks cool.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay, so I did that. So I'm gonna dip my brush in water. I'm gonna use my small brush because I'm gonna be painting a small area. So dip in there in your light brown you made, and you're gonna paint inside of the ear. Do you see that? Do you see how it looks
Ooh, yes.
a little bit lighter?
And the nice thing is, we know about Rudolph's nose. How much do we know about his fur? We don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know, we could make it any color.
That's true. You can make, most definitely, whenever we paint here, we like to just mix it up. So if you want to paint a pink Rudolph.
Yeah, and if his belly chest area blends into the shoulder area, that might be accurate too.
That's true, because fur, yeah, isn't a perfect straight line? Mm-hmm. So we did that front part, and then here's that belly fur that Keenan was talking about. We're just gonna paint that in. Look at that. Okay, we're moving and grooving. Now, the next step is you're gonna continue to be a mixing magician, and you're going to make another color. So I'm gonna use my space blue, so grab any blue that you have, and I'm gonna do 2 drops, and I'm gonna do 1 drop of brown. So what we're doing is we are making our brown a darker color. So the blue is going to mix in, and do you see that? Oh, it's kind of like black.
Yeah.
Oh, we made black.
Oh, nice.
So if you're like, wait, I don't want it that black, you can add some brown. This is the fun thing, is you can experiment and mix and see what you get. So you might get a totally different color than me, and I think that's cool. There we go. So I'm gonna paint the antlers first. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my big brush. And here's the thing, is that when you are painting, your painting may be wet still. So you have a couple options. You can either use the paper towel trick and dab it, or you can just, actually Keenan likes to do this, and he kind of flips his paper like this, and maybe you paint like that. That way, if you're right-handed like me, then you won't be smearing it. And if you're left-handed, I want you to switch to the other side.
I don't like to limit my right hand as far as what angle it has to go. You know, I like to say, you know what, paper, I can control you.
So you move it.
So I move it.
Sounds good. So we're painting the antlers, and I don't know if you noticed that I have my antler ears on, in spirit of painting Rudolph here with you today.
We keep seeing it in the top cam, and it's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Oh, when I'm bending over?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so that part, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swish my brush, clean it off, because I'm gonna switch to my smaller brush. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the eyes. And you can make the eyes a different color. I mean, maybe, you know, some dogs have blue eyes, some have 1 blue and 1 green.
Like a husky.
Maybe, oh, those are beautiful. Maybe you do that. But you're gonna paint the inside of the eye. What I want you to do is, there's a circle you'll see, and I want you to leave that white. Now I painted a little bit over it, but the reason why is that if there's a light shining, like if the moon is shining on Rudolph's eyes, there'll be a little glimmer, and that's that white part. So painted the eyes, and then I'm gonna get a little bit more, and I'm just gonna paint over Rudolph's smile. Aww. Look at that. Okay. Clean your brush, and we are going to move on. So the next step is the nose. Ooh, so we're gonna make his nose red. Now, if this is one of the other reindeers, maybe you make yours brown, or you make it a different color, or you make it rainbow.
Or this could be a completely different reindeer. Maybe a reindeer in training.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Rudolph's child.
Okay. What color would his nose be?
Well, it depends on what color his lady reindeer.
Oh, true.
Maybe it's a darker, maybe it's a maroon red.
That'd be pretty. So what I want to show you is that just like how we had to let the other parts of his body dry, if I were to paint this red, right now my black is still a little bit wet. So again, if you have a tool, go ahead and dry it. But if you don't, I want you to grab a piece of paper, and we're just gonna dab. Ooh, it kind of made it a little bit brighter, or lighter. Oh, it kind of looks cool.
Ooh, that does look cool.
Okay, so let me squeeze out my red on my palette. You don't really need a lot, actually. And we're going to, I'm gonna use my big brush and we're gonna paint the nose red. Now, I want to show you a similar trick, the paper towel trick that we were using to dry. We're gonna use it now to add a fun highlight and do a little trick. So while this is wet, keep going and then clean your brush, and I want you to grab another piece of paper towel. I want you to crumple it up like this, and on somewhere on the nose, I want you to push down and lift up. Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at that. So we kind of made that, remember how I said that glimmer of the moon if it's shining?
Yes.
That's what's happening. Isn't that fun?
Super fun.
So we just did that same technique. That is called a highlight. Now, guess what?
What?
We're done.
What?
That was such a quick one, but you can always do more. So if you're like, wait, I want to maybe use the sepia and you make it look like it's nighttime, maybe it's snowing, maybe there's a moon, maybe you add some Christmas lights around it. You get to decorate this however you want because you are an artist. And this was so much fun. Thank you for painting with me. Thank you, Keenan, for being here.
Thank you for the invite.
And maybe you're listening to some Christmas music while you are painting this with us. And don't forget, always remember that you are brave, kind, and so creative, and we will see you next time. Bye.